Hello and welcome to the Roding Valley High School English Department TV. This is the third lesson of our study of sentence types. Today we're looking at complex sentences. We are learning to understand what is a subordinate clause and to be able to use subordinating conjunctions in complex sentences. Last lesson we learned that the word conjunction was another name for a linking or joining word. The word subordinate means of less importance or of lower rank. So, whereas the fanboys coordinating conjunctions last lesson, we learned that they link equal clauses of importance, a subordinating conjunction joins two clauses where one is more important than the other. Now, there are only 7 coordinating conjunctions. However, there are many subordinating conjunctions. Here are some examples. Pause the screen now and make a word bank of all the subordinating conjunctions. Remember, just a quick reminder from last lesson. A clause is a term for a group of words that make up part of a sentence. A main clause is a clause that makes sense by itself. We said last lesson that a main clause was the same as a simple sentence. Now to move on to the subordinate clause. And there's that word again, subordinate. This is the less important clause we were talking about earlier. A clause that only fully makes sense when it's with a main clause. A subordinate clause begins with a subordinating conjunction. A subordinate clause is not a complete thought. So, an example of a subordinate clause is, even though he sneezed all over the food. But it doesn't make sense. What happened? Did he throw the food away or serve it to his friends? It's not a complete thought. Another example. As soon as Sarah saw the house. So again, what happened? Did Sarah love it? Did she want to buy it? Or did she feel scared by its eeriness? Again, it's not a complete thought. And a final example. While the mouse ate the cheese. Again, it doesn't tell us what happened. Did the trap snap shut? Or did the cat pounce? Not a complete thought. So, to make these complete sentences, we need to partner them with a main clause. This makes a complex sentence. A complex sentence can be ordered most of the time in 2 ways. A main clause plus a subordinate clause, or a subordinate clause plus a comma and then a main clause. So you must remember that if you're going to start with a subordinate clause, you must put a comma before you start the main clause. Using the subordinate clauses we looked at earlier, here are a few examples of complex sentences. So there's the main clause plus the subordinate clause. Andy served dinner, that's the main clause, a sentence that makes sense by itself. Even though he sneezed all over the food, that's the subordinate clause. And with the subordinating conjunction being even though. So now subordinate clause plus comma plus main clause. Even though he sneezed all over the food, then the important comma, Andy served dinner. Have a look at the second and third examples. See how the order of the clauses can be switched and the use of the comma when starting the subordinate clause. Okay, now it's your turn. First, add a subordinating clause to the main clauses, like I have done in the example. Write them with the main clause first, and then with the subordinating clause first. Do not use a subordinating conjunction more than once. When the screen gets bigger, press pause. Next is a very similar activity, but this time I'm going to give you the subordinating clause. So, when the screen gets bigger, press pause. Well done. We will peer assess your learning in class if I have given you this for homework. If there's anything you've not understood, watch the video again and write down any specific questions of what you do not understand and ask me in class. This goes for this or any of the other videos. Again, well done. Thank you.